Hello, this is Kwanzaa Gardner, and I'll be introducing some tips to effective communication. Well, one communication tip that we all need to engage in when we are in a group is active listening. To be participants and to be actively engaged in the process of the group. Oftentimes we find ourselves in groups, maybe involuntarily, and therefore we may have a little bit of strife, or we may be disinterested in being a part of the group, or having an additional task to complete, or some other work responsibility. But in order for a group to be successful, every person in the group must consider themselves valuable and their input valuable. There's a difference between being present and your presence in a group. Individuals must know that their body cannot just warm the chair, but they also must be active participants in the discussions as well as the tasks that are formulated within a group. And during the group stages of getting to know the participants and being articulate with one another is very important in a group situation. We must be respectful of other people, especially with cultural diversity. In 2018, there are numerous individuals who are different from us, and has absolutely nothing to do with their abilities to perform professionally within a group level. We must also remember when we're participating in groups that there are no dumb questions and that everyone deserves respect. Most importantly, body language can shut a person down. If a person is speaking and there are others who are looking at them with big eyes, or not looking at them at all, looking away, using their cell phones, or actually totally disengaged, it could bring someone's performance level down. So we want to make sure, as one of our tips, that we continue to be active listeners. One last thing that we want to say is that there's confidentiality within groups. Some people need that trust level within a group in order to open up and share and actively participate. There also must be not necessarily a leader or a liaison, but an individual such as a parliamentarian or a group leader who facilitates the discussions and actually keeps the group performing at the optimal level. Everyone should participate. There are several theories, group participation and group communication, from the experts and historical researchers. The most important is shaped like a square with there are lines going within the square so that it doesn't seem like a parallel in the group or a horizontal levels of communication at all, that everyone communicates well within a group. And then there are rules and tips that we've learned in third grade. Don't speak while others are speaking, raise your hand, and those other things. But at the professional level and the career level, I'm not sure if we need those. We need to work collaboratively together for our groups. And then the last thing that I'll discuss is the difference between listening and hearing. And everybody should pretty much know what that is. I can hear you, but I'm not listening. I'm not even absorbing the information that you're disseminating. And it's important that we don't do that in a group. Make sure that our body language speaks to our listening engagement. Active listening, sitting up, straightforward, or even having our hands in front of our faces, whatever it can be. We want to make sure that there's etiquette during group meetings. And then for groups that are technologically mediated meetings, in 2018, there are rules for those as well. With the new technology, we would need to actually be engaged as well over the phone, on the computer, tablet, laptop, whatever. Make sure that the nonverbal language attributed in those discussions also reflect our ability to participate in the group. We don't want there to be a lag in time if there was a question typed to us in a group meeting over the computer, that we don't want 5 minutes to go by before we actually give an answer back, because that would show that we've been disengaged and disinterested in what has been taking place during a group session. So basically, I just wanted to introduce those communication tips and code of conduct, and make a few points for this particular topic.